It's been kind of up and down season for you. You've missed a couple games here and there, but you also gotten a lot of playing time, scored some touchdowns. Just how has the season gone for you and your development as a player?
Besides all that's going on, like with the world and stuff, I think it's pretty good. Definitely for my growth. Just the patience that I've had this season and all the stuff going on. It's been really cool.
Ches, you were able to get into the game late against Notre Dame. Just what did it mean to you for the coaches to show that level of trust in you in such a huge game and in a critical situation like that?
Just by doing what I can control, just by practicing hard, showing that I can do what I can do basically, and showing them that they can trust me in those situations.
Hey, Ches, it's David Hood with TigerNet. This is it seems like we are in an age where everybody wants to have a job handed to them, and if they don't get it, they leave right away. You were in a situation where Clemson added, Mikey in your class, and DeMarcus Bowman comes in, more coming in, but yet you kind of just stayed steady, and now you're being repaid for all of that. What is it like to just say, hey, I'm just going to keep my head down and I'm going to go to work and I'm going to earn a spot instead of having to hand it to me?
I think that definitely goes with mindset. I think that if you kind of come into college, especially thinking that you're going to get something handed to you, you're definitely in the wrong place because nothing's going to get handed to you here, especially with our running back room. So you kind of just have to put your head down and go to work. Kind of just like don't pay attention to all the noise because eventually your time's going to come. So the biggest thing for me is just patience.
How much has your family had a part in that too, and just kind of keeping you grounded and steady and just being there as kind of this emotional support system for you?
Big, especially with my dad. My dad even if I like ever had a thought of doing something irrational, he wouldn't let me because, it's kind of about growing up because you have to kind of like go through things like this, especially to grow up. So my dad especially had a big help with that.
How much fun is it for you to get out there and be in the middle of the field at Notre Dame in a tight game and know that, you've got to provide quality snaps right there, that it isn't garbage time, that this is go time.
Right. Now it's a great feeling, it kind of has a feeling like finally, all the hard work is finally paying off.
Ches, it's Trevor again. You're a Florida guy. Did you grow up watching Florida State a lot? Did you root for them? Did you root against them? And how excited are you about just making the trip down to Tallahassee?
I did watch a lot of Florida, especially the Miami-Florida State games. But, I've never really been a big, huge fan of Florida State, but it's going to be really exciting. My family's going to be there. It's not too far of a drive, so it's going to be a really good atmosphere.
Did you watch the Clemson Florida State game from 2 years ago when the Tigers, your future team, put a pretty good licking on them and Doak Campbell?
Yeah, no, I definitely did. Florida State was recruiting me a little bit, but that's at the time when I was already committed to Clemson. So, of course, I watched that game.
Any other questions for Ches?
Yeah, it's David again. Going back to, trying to earn your way. Tony Elliott, is he a hard taskmaster? Does he, is he one of those coaches that you better be, either perfect or close to it, especially when it comes to pass protection? Because we know if you can't pass protect, you don't get on the field with Tony.
Right. I wouldn't say perfect. It's almost all like the little things with coaching. Obviously pass protection is really important, but it's almost exactly like how you get out your stance, how you're reading the coverages before the snap, all those things, along with pass protection. So, of course, pass protection is like super big, huge, but it's also like your mindset before the play.
Hey, Chaz, it's Josh from the Post-Courier. I know this might sound obvious, but just how important was Tony Elliott in bringing you to Clemson in the first place and the growth that you've the last couple of years under him?
Huge. Like all the questions before, just like about how patience is like a really big thing. Coach Lee definitely taught me that. Like, you know, how things are not going to be handed to you. Coming in a running back room is pretty filled. You know, just waiting my turn. Coach Lee definitely had a big play in that.
Ches, it's Trevor again. What is it like for you to see Travis's involvement in the passing game this season? Really came on at the end of the last season, but it seems like this year is a whole nother level. And do you foresee yourself having that type of role in the passing game in the future?
Oh, for sure. And it's awesome to like watch Travis. You know, when I first was a recruit here, Travis wasn't, I wouldn't say a good receiving back, but he didn't have as much receiving yards. But to see him like transition, become such a good receiving back is really cool. And I definitely see myself having a big role in receiving this whenever I have a chance to.
You said Florida State was recruiting you. Do you know many of the players on the other side?
I know a couple. I know a DN there. I know a couple players there.
But not enough to do any talking leading up to the game?
No, I don't do much talking to other teams before games, to be honest with you.
Cheers, this is Todd Shaughnessy in Spartanburg. Coach Elliott was talking a little bit ago about you had some family stuff that needed your attention. Is that something you can talk about?
Oh yeah, no, it's all good. Now it was just something that Boston College week. The reason why I didn't play, I went to go see a family member that had passed. I had to go see my family, and it was just something that I had to go to. You know, one of those things.